A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. They'll wind up getting play, and it's 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And Mostert going to pick up a Dolphins 1st down as he'll get this down to the 40. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. And they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Cousins now. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. 6-0 our score after 1. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. To throw is Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead. They'll look to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their 2nd touchdown in this 1st half. They went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the 1st score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, only up 12-0, 1 extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. On play action, here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He'll get it inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A second down throw for Cousins. It got his man. Loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now Cousins. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, they run with Madison. And he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. That's down the field for Jefferson. Oh, and that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Flushed out right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They'll try it now with Mostert. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Back near the goal line, Cousins. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Throwing is Cousins, escaping the pressure right. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend. He's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
2nd and 10. Now Tua going to change the play. Tua to try again on 2nd down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Tua. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. And again, it's Tagovailoa. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 2. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Well, gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
They faked the handoff. Now Tua out to his left. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Mostert, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Achane. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Cousins now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. Touchdown! K.J. Osborne. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. A yard all they need, but it's third down. They go play action. Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Again, it's Cousins. Flush to his right. And this one too low.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On play action, Cousins. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Throwing, Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Iloa, buying time to his left. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll hit Mostert again here. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He'll dump this off to Achane. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. Shifts by him. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, 15 yards. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for two. Tua going to try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
It's complete. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the two-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for two. Really good strategy by them.
And he loses the football a second time. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards?
He's got a man, complete. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have opened up a two-touchdown lead here. And now they're going to the 5. And he gets in. Another one was expecting a fake there, but they add two more onto their lead. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And going deep for Hill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by a Cam of Evans. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Second down and 6 now.
Throwing here, Cousins.
And he is going to have the first down. And that might not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they should be able to run it down from here.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive...
Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing Tua.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Ball at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Tua. Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.